morning. Good morning, good morning for me. And I don't know what time it is for you, but I'm in congested traffic over here, crossing over from Vancouver, Washington into Portland, Oregon. But anyways, now this load here, it's also a medical equipment pickup. I haven't even looked how many pieces or anything yet, but you know, with the size of my van, I can handle anything, any kind that they'll bring. So I'm ready for that, and I'm just real excited. Actually, honestly, real nice time of the year to go down there to the coast, and it's just the scenery there is unreal. Like literally, it's unreal. Even if you're cutting through the forests and you know driving out through there, it's awesome. I mean, it's not just because out here on the West Coast, like if you're most of Washington, Eastern Washington, like where I live, is pretty much middle of the state. After you pass the mountains from Seattle going on, it gets after you cut past the river, past the Columbia again. It's all like desert and whatever, boring. But this side is nice. But state of Oregon, I know middle of Oregon is kind of deserty as well out there. But there's spots out there closer to Idaho. You know, it gets a little deserty and stuff. But a lot of those areas are actually really, really heavily wooded. Like if you're driving all the way down to like say Ashland, Oregon, when I go through the route of like 93 and come down through there and cut across, super nice drives. So I'm really happy and excited for this load because I get to see the ocean and hopefully do a few stop-bys, maybe swim. That's my goal. I want to go swim in the ocean today. You guys with me? 501 for diesel out there. That's the Flying J, south of Portland, I-5. Such a small clinic, but for some reason, usually the smaller the clinic, the quicker, the faster everything is. People are more lenient, not so, I don't know. They believe you more, but Oregon, I come to find out that the whole state of Oregon is actually, maybe there's too much crime going on or too much of something going on, but something's happening around here that basically they check you, double check you, triple check you, and things like that. Same thing with Idaho, actually, Boise area. Like, I don't know if they had issues with something being either stolen or brought in, or you know what I mean, things like that. So, anyways, took me like over half an hour just to, like, I went and knocked on all the doors first. It's a small place, tiny little. This is the back part of it, I guess, but it's a tiny building, really small hospital. And they have like outsourced buildings, like over there's some specialty clinic there, and then like on the other side there's something else for the hospital. There's just kind of like departments in various different areas, different buildings around here that they bought out or whatever. But anyway, finally got my thing, so now I'm gonna repark to where I can load it and be out of somebody's way. Not be in anybody's way, actually. Right here where it says no parking, that's where I'm going to park. Right? Makes sense, right? Where it says no parking, that's where you park. Exactly. Exactly right for me. Okay. Let's go load this thing up. Okay, unlock everything. Turn the AC on and let it start cooling down in here. Supposedly 74, but it feels like a lot hotter than that, especially if you're pushing and pulling a 450 pound thing and loading, unloading. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's get the ramps out and do this. There's my case, I left it right there. That's that, strapped in to the E-Track. That's what I keep telling all you guys. It's nice to have E-Tracks and it's not difficult to get them put in. All you gotta do is put screws into your existing wood floor. If you don't have an existing wood floor and you just have metal, then you use self-tapping, self-drilling screws and just drill it into the metal floor. But however you guys want to do it, I guess. You do it your way. Okay, gonna have to just put this back, tie it up, and on my way. I think it's somewhere around 350-ish miles, something like that. Just gonna cut across and down 101, down south. So you guys can look on the map. Brookings, Oregon. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. I see a lot of drivers just throwing their ramp on the ground. I don't know, I don't like the rattling and I don't like the extra noises in my van. So basically if you don't have them, then you can use self-drilling screws. Get some of these type of hooks. I mean really anywhere. Home Depot, if you want the cheapest ones. Best price on them, you can go to Harbor Freight. Buy yourself a bunch of these and basically where I hook up my bed, where I strap it to the wall, I hook into the same one with a ratchet strap, and on top make sure that it's squeezing here, make sure it's squeezing right here, and this thing is like rock solid. No noises. I know some of you guys, if you do still have noises, you can put like a glove in here where you feel like it's touching or whatnot, or a blanket inside of there, and then strap it down. But anything that keeps it from making noise. I don't know. I'm the kind of guy where it's making noises. It drives me insane. It drives me nuts. Okay, put my dolly up, hang it up there. It hangs up here, and you can see it's wearing out my carpet out here. But I haven't found a better spot for it yet. Maybe I should. Something a little more stationary somewhere. Maybe I'll drill another couple more of these. And just kind of set it over here and then maybe crisscross strap it just to the wall. That way it's not hanging on this strap, but usually it just hangs over here. And I use a bungee cord and put it right there so it doesn't flop around. Side guy unloading here at the hospital, but oh, okay, I guess it's mounted in there so it stays in there. Can't get loaded with normal pallets. Okay, I thought maybe he had something special that I was worth looking at. Never mind. I saw the ramp. I was parked right there. I'm about to leave. Saw him unloading stuff, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go take a look, see what kind of ramp he's using. Maybe he's got something nice. His is nice, but it's like a stationary what do you call it, attached in there. So once it folds up, it just stays folded up like that, and you cannot get loaded in the back with a forklift with pallets. So that's already designed for, you know, if all you do is just tiny little boxes and whatever and just hand truck deliveries, then that's the kind of ramp that you would use. So it wouldn't work for anything that we do. Ours has to be out of the way, portable, sturdy, things like that. Not that kind. I like their little courthouse slash jail. Look at this. They integrated an old building together with new. Well, after a remodel, of course, but no, it's pretty cool. I know I've had to have driven through here many times, through this little place, this little highway, because I've been to a lot of these.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Southwest.
I've been to a lot of these little places out here, through a lot of these little towns. Can't even remember all the little cities with names and all that, but when I drive by, I can tell that I've driven through here. So, okay. Gotta find me some place to. Oh, okay, there's a Chevron right there. We're gonna go to Chevron then. Does it have? Oh, yeah, actually it does have a bathroom. Okay. You gotta fill up a little more, and then. Oh, it doesn't have diesel here. That's a mistake. I don't know what gas stations. Why somebody would make a gas station without a whatchamacallit. Without diesel. What is this? Maybe there's more down the road. Or maybe there's more that way. Ugh, that hitch is so low. Kind of stupid. Gotta replace that stupid hitch. Makes me mad. Was driving by, had to stop by a place like this. Look at this. Rittner Creek Bridge from 1926. And this creek is just so amazing looking. My delivery is direct, but if I'd have time, I'd try to fish this thing. I don't know if there's any fishing here. I mean, I imagine maybe there is, but look at this place. Look at that, you can see the stars. So far, beautiful drive, but I tried to get you guys to show you the ocean. Really foggy still out here, so hopefully as we go down south towards California border, hopefully the weather and visibility is going to be a lot better. But so far this is it, you know what I mean? So far this is it. Kind of sucks in a way because I don't come out here very often, but what are you going to do? You can't dictate the weather. I'm just hoping down south is going to be better because out here it's 55 degrees already. We went from 90 to 55, so big difference. guys are still not convinced that this Highway 101, Oregon and California coast, is not one of the best drives you could have, you guys got to come out here and see it for yourself, because video doesn't do the justice. And I honestly thought that the further south, I've been in bad weather, I've been in good weather, now I'm all of a sudden like in 56, 57 degrees. Look at this. I thought the further south I'm gonna go, the better the weather I'm gonna have. Boy, was I wrong. I just hope it's gonna clear up more and more down there. Beautiful. Look at this. It'd be nice if I would have like one of these clear days that I had a few years ago when I came down here last time. That was awesome. I had like perfect weather and no fog at all, not even any fog out there in the ocean. It was just incredible. You could see the horizon, you could see where the earth curves. It was just awesome looking. I guess not today, but hey, you know, I still have hopes. We're still, I think, like 50 miles from our destination, I believe, or somewhere around there. Given this load, broker said that, oh, what if, he's like, well, they give us the load and they're like, well, what if you can't unload because they're open until 5? And we're like, well, you know, same rate, because can't unload right away, what are you gonna do? Anyway, here's the hospital, little hospital in Brookings. I've been here 1, 2, 3 times. I think this is my 4th time over all the years that I've been doing this. Only my 4th time, but I think this is a newer facility because you guys can see it's new. And I walked in here and today it was looking like I wouldn't get unloaded, which, you know, not 100% sad day for me, because, you know, I got water right across the street. You got ocean. And you got beaches, and you got, you know, pull-offs and everything right along the way over here and out of here. So, and California border is just, you know, almost right there. So, wouldn't have been a big deal if I wouldn't. I would just find, you know, a beach to go to and just back up, open the doors, lay down on my bed, and take a nap to the sound of the ocean, and just come back and unload it in the morning. But I walked in, nobody was there, and then I walked out, tried calling the contact's number is wrong. So then I did my last attempt of walking back in, and somebody came back to the front desk actually over there and called somebody, and I got unloaded. So we're empty now, empty. So now I'm trying to see. The weather's been kind of I don't know. I thought it'd be better down here, but it's really not. It's 6:28 p.m. already. Just have to go put my ramp away because it's gonna fall off. I gotta go over here and do that. I thought it'd be sunny. I thought it'd be warm, but I do have, warmer clothes with me. I got sweatpants and, like a jumpsuit that I can wear. So that's not a problem. It's just when I go to the beach, I'm used to going to the beach with shorts on and flip-flops on so I can feel the sand and all that. Not have sand in my shoes. That's kind of the other way around. But hope you guys enjoyed the views. Hope you guys like everything that you've seen so far, because I sure enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't film everything, like normally. Everything that I've seen, I didn't really film 100%, but hey, I wanted to enjoy it for myself a little bit too. And if you guys want to have more, if it wasn't enough for you, guess what? Just come on down 101 and you'll get to see and experience everything I just experienced. And it will definitely be worth it. I guarantee you. I guarantee you guys it will be. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for today. It's 7:42. There was a Reno load. Dispatch already got 2 loads, and there was a third one from Reno going to like Portland area. So my dispatch already got 2 of those loads. One was going to somewhere Seattle area, one was somewhere else, and one was going to Oregon. But I waited around a little bit, didn't get the Oregon one. So, and it's okay. I'm okay. It would have been like 400 and something miles just to pick up from there, or from here, from Brookings, and then I don't know if it had to deliver direct or next day or whatever. But anyways, I'm okay. I'm glad I didn't get it. I mean, I would have done it if we would have got it, but I'm okay without it as well. So we're doing good. So it's like a 12-hour drive for me to go home from here. Weather, no sunshine anymore. It's partly cloudy in places. Like, I'll come around the corner a few miles and it'll be more cloudy, and somewhere else it's less cloudy, and I'm heading into the fog. Not cloudy, but foggy. So it's okay. Not a big deal at all. Nice views throughout. I just can't get over the views. I mean, I don't come out here often enough to not care. So every little chance I get, I'm peeking out the window, enjoying the drive. And see, there's sunshine out there, so. Thomas Creek Bridge, apparently this one is the highest bridge in Oregon, 345 feet tall, right here. You can see the ocean right there. Doesn't even seem that tall, 345 feet. But signs don't lie, usually. That's it, folks. Like, subscribe, share the video if you liked it. I sure did. I like this trip a lot. I wish I could get more of these, at least, like 3 times a year. That'd be nice to come out here, but it's just long miles that nobody wants to pay for normally as a round trip for me. So, and then there's no freight, there's no outbound freight from these areas like this. If you guys look on the map where Brookings, Oregon is, it's on the coast, and it's almost on the border with California, and it's nothing. It's a dead zone for our kind of freight. Maybe there's lumber coming out of here because there are some mills for semi trucks, but There's logging going on, I know that, but as far as expediting freight, the stuff that we do, there's nothing here. The only thing I've ever picked up from here or brought over here has just been our medical equipment that we do. And even that, other drivers do that because they're closer, or they're more nearby, or they don't have to have so many deadhead miles in there and out of there. So just, you know, things are what they are. They're a little bit on the tougher side, especially on the West Coast. They're tough everywhere as far as freight goes right now. I mean, it's tough, but it's not tough. I mean, it's kind of, how can I say it? It's not as busy. That's all I'm gonna say it. It's not as busy as we would like it to be. But there's still freight. People are still moving. You know, other jobs, you're getting laid off. Factories are laying people off and things like that. So here, you know, hey, maybe you just got to do an extra load in your trip that you're out from home, and you cover that and you're good. But it is what it is. Find yourself a hobby. That's the main thing. If you can get a hobby while you're waiting for your freight, that way it passes the time easier for you. That's basically the number one best thing you can do for yourself. That way you're not bored. That way you're not sitting there, you know, trying to figure out what to do, or, you know, being bored, or being whatever being, you know what I mean, if you can't sit tight. But that's how this job is. If you can't sit tight, it's going to be very difficult for you. So you got to learn how to be patient. Patience is the number one thing. And then it's called, after that, there's a biblical word called long suffering. So there's patience, and then there's long suffering, which is pretty much patience times whatever, 5 times 10. That's what that means. God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see each other next time. It's going to get dark here soon, so I want to clear as much as I can while, you know, around these tight corners, tight turns. Make it as far as I can make it. Sleep for 4 hours and then keep going home. So that's my goal. If I would have a little bit more, I mean, I do have time, but, you know, I'm by myself. If my wife would have came along with me, I'm sure we would have found somewhere to stop, some things to do, you know, pick up some firewood, go to the beach, you know, sit down at the beach, burn a fire, watch the, you know, watch the ocean waves. Can't say sunset, but because you can't see it from here right now in the fog, but watch the fog, watch the ocean, do things like that. By myself, there's only so much I can do by myself, you know, and plus, my wife's going to watch this video. She's going to say, well, what are you doing? I'm sitting at home and you're over there, you know, having a blast. What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? So I can only have so much fun by myself, just to show you guys a little taste. We'll see each other next time. Biggest way you guys can support the channel is subscribing to it. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That helps a lot too. And a comment. And if you would push the bell notification if you like the videos, that would be really like a cherry on top, over the top. See you next time.